2022 Buick Encore GX SUV. Before you do more research on the Encore, know that there are actually two Encore SUVs. The original Encore Extra Small SUV, which has been around since 2013, and the newish Encore GX. The GX part makes it sound like a trim level, but it's effectively the replacement for the original Encore, even though Buick is selling both SUVs for 2022. The Encore GX is at the larger and more luxurious end of the extra small SUV segment. It comes with a wealth of available technology and safety features as well as a more upscale interior than most other rival SUVs. Its larger than average size, for the class, also benefits interior and cargo space. But those extra features and larger size come at a cost, making the Encore GX one of the more expensive vehicles in its class. Depending on what you want from your little SUV, you might find the smaller Chevrolet Trailblazer or adventurous Subaru Crosstrek more to your liking. Mazda's equally premium CX-30 provides more power, and one size larger SUVs like the Honda CR-V and Hyundai Tucson offer more size and power for similar money. The Buick Encore GX took us by surprise with sprightly acceleration and competent handling. Buick's hallmarks, including a comfortable ride, an upscale interior and a robust list of tech features, are also included. That said, you do pay a literal price for these qualities since the Encore GX is expensive relative to its primary competition. The Encore GX is a surprisingly dynamic little SUV. There's impressively little body roll when you drive around turns, and there's a pleasing amount of grip. The steering is a bit light for easy maneuvering around town, but it's accurate and easy to judge. Acceleration from the turbocharged 1.3-liter three-cylinder is a bit quicker than average for the segment. Our test model covered 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.2 seconds. Around town, the engine feels strong. There are only a few standout nitpicks. The brake pedal is fairly sensitive, and that can make it hard to consistently stop smoothly. Also, the 9-speed transmission takes a few ticks longer than we'd like to select the right gear when you want more power. Finally, the engine stop-start system bucks the car when it fires back up at a stoplight. Thankfully, you can shut it off. The Encore GX is generally well-tuned for comfort. The ride is well-controlled and doesn't transmit many road imperfections to the cabin. You will feel a jolt in the cabin, though, if you drive over square-edged bumps. The climate control is strong, and the seat heaters warm up quickly. Front seat comfort is underwhelming. The padding is firm, and some drivers will wish for more lateral support. Tire noise is noticeable at highway speeds, and the three-cylinder is particularly vocal. Even if you aren't flooring the throttle, you'll hear the engine rumble and roar when pulling away from a stop. You can also feel engine vibrations through the steering wheel. Most modern cars have filtered such vibration out. The Encore GX's interior is thoughtfully designed and uncomplicated. It's a nice mix of digital and analog, with physical buttons used for some controls that other cars might bury in a screen menu. The infotainment interface is easy to use and features snappy responses. Though you'll have to duck to get inside, the cabin is roomy enough to not further hamper entry or exit. Without the optional sunroof, the GX has plenty of headroom front and back, and there's good legroom for taller passengers too. The driver's seat feels a little upright, but most drivers should be able to fit easily. Side rear visibility is somewhat hampered by a sweeping beltline. The breadth and execution of the tech on display really make the Encore GX stand out. Though its volume doesn't go very high, the base audio system is one of the best in class in terms of sound quality. The navigation system also works great. It uses predictive text so you don't have to type out an entire point of interest, and even incomplete searches usually net the correct destination. 4 USB ports, a 120-volt outlet and a wireless charging pad ensure your devices are fully powered. There are a lot of safety features, including rarities such as a 360-degree camera system and a digital rearview mirror. All safety features are well executed, though the forward collision warning is a touch too sensitive. We applaud the Encore GX for offering a voice command system. Many vehicles in this class don't. We do wish this Buick used more natural language recognition. The results of some commands could be a bit frustrating. The GX's surprising sense of space carries over to the cargo area. It measures 23.5 cubic feet with the rear seats up, a few cubes larger than most in this class, and 50.2 cubes folded, roughly average for the segment. We like that the rear seats fold flat without having to move the front seats forward. The liftgate height is adjustable, so even tall people can load items without hitting the bottom edge of the hatch. The cup holders will hold beverages of most sizes, provided you aren't packing a large Yeti tumbler. Cubbies are relatively small but numerous, with spaces in front of the shifter and armrest. Under the armrest is a useful bin with a divider tray. The door pockets are merely adequate. For kid duty, the Encore GX works out okay. There's decent room for child safety seats, but the car seat anchors are somewhat hidden and hard to spot. The Encore GX AWD gets an EPA estimated 28 mpg combined, 26 city, 29 highway. These numbers are typical for the class, and we exceeded these figures on our 115-mile real-world evaluation route. While we often post results somewhere between the combined and highway rating, we achieved a 31.1 mpg average with the Encore GX. This is among the best results we've observed from an extra small SUV. The cabin is a clear step above other vehicles in the class, allowing the GX to toe the line between standard and luxury small SUVs. The interior design elements look fetching, and there's more ample use of soft-touch plastic than in budget-conscious rivals. But the upscale accommodations come at a literal cost. The Encore GX is quite expensive for a subcompact crossover SUV, with prices that start within a whisper of top-ranked small SUVs. With that in mind, we think a larger model such as a Honda CR-V or Mazda CX-5 gives you more refinement and better bang for the buck. But if you want a premium small SUV without paying full price for a luxury model, the Encore GX makes a strong case for itself. The bumper-to-bumper and powertrain warranties are average for the segment, but roadside assistance is offered for longer than usual. The first service visit is complimentary. The Encore GX is anonymously styled, but the Sport Touring package gives buyers the ability to have their GX stand out from the crowd a bit. The Encore GX also wins points for its handsome interior and wide variety of safety and technology features. The turbocharged 3-cylinder gives it some personality, especially with the ample low-end torque making you feel like it's faster than it actually is.